Hey, motherfuckers, straight from Jay Stevio's room. It's Grampy Lobster. Folks, oh, wow. It's Saturday, folks. It's January 16th, 2021, and 1:40 p.m. Grampy Lobster is actually pretty much on time for the first time. I don't know. Should we, I don't know, mark a calendar, folks. I'm sitting here. I'm having, once again, folks, we had a like I said, hey, how you doing? We've had a couple of crazy days here. It's change structure things. You're heading into work now on my day off. Oh, Twisted Skeptic, I'm so sorry to hear that. Anyway, before we get started, folks, there's 3 people watching. I'm going to show this again. I told people I was going to order this. I told the Geek Room I was going to order this. I got this in the mail yesterday. Folks, I have my official Geek Sluts t-shirt. Yay. I've always wanted a Geek Sluts t-shirt. It's a 2X, right? So because I've got a sweater thing underneath of it. So yeah, the choice of salaried manager. Oh God. Yeah, I know. I've heard that. It's in your job description. I get it. Folks, I'm also enjoying some really good biscotti. I'm so sorry. Biscotti and Sam Adams, folks. What a pairing. Good biscotti, by the way, too. And I know what you're saying, you Grampy Lobster. If you weren't in the other room earlier, why are you drinking? You don't drink. Normally, that's pretty true. However, and I've told this story before, folks, but this is my fucking channel. And besides, showing, my geek sluts, I'm an official geek slut. Not only a coffee slut, but a geek slut. Does that mean I like chicks with glasses, and porn? I don't know. It's I don't know. I think someone's home. But either that or it's the next door neighbor. Yep. Anyway, hold on. Just everything's fine, folks. Okay, we just Jesus, go Yankees. You know what? Falling off the wagon and stuff. No, folks. What we went through in the last couple of days, especially Mrs. Law and myself too, admittedly, the pains of having furniture removed and getting furniture up a certain amount of, it's not easy, narrow stairs that kind of go sideways, windy, and very narrow old buildings, things go up sideways through buildings, ladders. It was crazy, almost acrobatic, hold on a second. Hey, we got salad. The wife came home, brought me a little salad, from the store. So we're not only going to have biscotti and some Sam Adams, but back to the Sam Adams, just getting furniture out and in, is stressful, folks, especially when a lot of places won't do it because it's face it, folks, it can be kind of dangerous. But and once you go through four folk, I mean, we got some good furniture, Uh, and we got a picture of it. Actually, we got a picture of it last night and I'm gonna send it out later. But it's like sitting on the couch. It's a nice piece of furniture. It's not a piece of, but getting it up was, to say the least, almost traumatic. For the lengths that you have to go, the amounts of money, it's crazy, folks. It's just not in a door and out a door, just up one flight of steps. There's some fucking crazy fucking logistics involved, math, measuring, things missed by that much, and you're like, fuck. So sometimes you can, in the end, get a square peg in a round hole. It can be done. We proved that. And anyway, so besides paying the guys, more, I mean, what they're worth and tipping them and everything, I bought them up because, they said they would enjoy a beer. So I figured I'd go buy them some beer, good beer. Didn't want to be cheap, So the wife went out and bought, like I said, in Jay Stevio's 12-pack of assorted Sam Adams. So right now I'm on my fourth. I did two in Jay Stevio's stream. Now I've got another, it's a Sam Adams Cold Snap White Ale, which is I'm sipping on right now. And then later on, again, we're going to have a Sam Adams Golden Ale. Both are pretty cold, but so folks, this is my liver. I haven't had a drink. I haven't drank for, it's been a year. I mean, it's been a long time, but I figured, the guys, I bought them these beers and each of them just wanted to have a beer before they left. And they had each of them had a beer before they left. And then I had 10 beers left. And so I figured, waste not, want not. I don't normally have beer, but what the fuck, So here's the Grampy's liver, which is not, might I add, failing or anything like that. But thanks for asking. Grampy's liver is actually on the production staff now with Carl. And might I add, folks, how you doing, Dove Kitty, Theo, Adam, goddamn goat Yankees, my ass. I hate the fucking Yankees, man, and you know it, man. God, I hope that. Well, I'm really sorry. This. Here's a warning. If you've got cotton mouth really bad, it's best not to eat something like biscotti. Sure, it's good, but it kind of, it doesn't help with the whole cotton mouth thing. But we still got 3 pieces. We got this nice piece of biscotti here. This is not cheap shit, folks. This is actually left over from the holidays, but it's preserved well because it came packaged, and there's like 3 different ones left. And we got some Sam Adams because you try to tip somebody $40 and a 12-pack of good beer, and they take the $40 tip and drink 2 beers and leave you 10, which I guess in a way that's pretty much gonna jump off and run. Thank you anyway, Honey Badger. You're a peach for showing up because we're gonna have some fun today. I really don't give 2 flying fucks what people, if people want to come in. We are really open for pretty much anything. We can talk Von Helton. We can talk Rick's Productions, that pedo motherfucker. I don't use that word. I'm very careful with how I use certain things. People have noticed I don't go for that word. I don't call people. I don't use that word very often. I try to avoid that word because it's a dangerous word when people use it frequently as some sort of you know anyway. But him emo, the whole thing with Lady Di. Um, and folks, look, we are, as I went on the air, which I'm on the Uncle Lobster stream right now. So I'll be putting the link out in a little bit, and hopefully somebody's going to come in because we're going to talk. We're going to have, and the wife went out and she went shopping. She got me this some of those little salads you can buy at the store. It's a turkey bacon club cub salad thing. It's not a mukbang, folks. I don't, but it might be lunch. And it's Saturday. It's January 16th, 2021. Cranberry lobster is really fucking high, and he's got some Sam Adams, folks. Something you don't see very fucking often, and you might not see again for a long time. Fuck me. I want to see Stinky battle the National Guard with the Al-Qaeda in tow. And Von Helton, Stinky, Private Poopy Pants, whatever the fuck you want to call it, has got to be somebody. A lot of people, when people claim, that Stinky has a stolen valor, and you can make that claim that Stinky, and he's tried over the years, with his rock and roll radio show. He's tried to sneak that in. Hey, I'm a disabled vet, help the disabled, type stuff. Give me money. And but now he chooses his words a little bit different. He's not sure. Well, he's disabled and he's a vet, so he claims. And so he's not sure if he's a disabled vet, but yeah, try to get benefits, and then he'll find out really quick that he's not a disabled vet. But anyway, people that yell stolen valor, people that yell, people have claimed, you should call people should call Don Shipley. Don Shipley, which, he's a guy that busts fake Navy SEALs and other, things like that, but, stolen valor. And there's other people on the internet that, that do that stuff. But people like Von Helton, their life is so much of a fantasy and a comic book, a Marvel, whatever the fuck. I mean, everything he uses as a reference in life comes out of a movie or a comic book or some mythical fucking, I'm not even talking about the Bible, any type of like religious book. Just some of the kooky, crazy, nutty, stupid shit that Von Helton, like, literally, I think, believes or thinks, he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of work, Right now, he's feeling all comfy. He's feeling all warm and fuzzy because things have probably slowed down right now. He ain't done nothing real stupid. His kids ain't shitting in a fucking vent somewhere. Maybe not being locked in a room. Somebody's watching the kids. Somebody's making sure that Ma Elton doesn't have to turn on her fucking oven to get heat in her fucking house. Stinky gets to take his naps. I get to take naps, my kids are grown, I mean, Stinky's 57 years old, 58, whatever, 58, 57. And can't come in if you don't post the fucking link. You know what, Schneider? Just for that, I know I'm really. I'm sorry. Here's the link, but I just. Uh, it amazes me that he gets on the internet still. It just the shit that comes out of his mouth. Um, I mean, I get it with Shanny. Somebody like stupid like Shanny and Rev. They want to be famous. They try their best. They do stupid shit to try to get noticed in different communities. And hey, what's up, man?
Hey, man! I ain't seen you in so long. What's it been, like 20 minutes?
Yeah, something like that. I had to.
Something like. um, no, the thing that gets me, like what you were going into right there. Well, first of all, it amazes me when people tell us we can't say he's stealing valor because he served. No, motherfucker. If you're a goddamn third-rate potato peeler, all right, but you want to go out there and create stories that you frontline hitting the beach at Alpha Beach, motherfucker, and you special forces, and you out there, not a Navy frogman stealing 1 minute and dropping out of airplanes. Yeah, sure, you may have been in the Army, all right, but you weren't that, so you're still stealing fucking valor. If you're a
No,
potato peeler first class and you claiming to be a Navy SEAL, you're a valor thief.
no, I get that, but a lot of times it's the stories that they come up with, right? And sneaky stories are so fucking horrible, right? That if I'm sorry, these biscottis are actually pretty good, and I've got cotton mouth. I don't know why, but um, if somebody was to look at it and go, "Hey, you want to check this out?" I have a strange feeling most people would like somebody like Don Shipley or I've got a lot of respect for, right? But I don't think somebody like him would really like put the effort. I mean, he'd look at it. I've actually heard from somebody, I don't know if they knew for a fact that he's heard of Von Helden and just kind of rolled his eyes like, oh, geez, what an idiot. Because just how he comes across, it's like you just know it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Stupid people know it's bullshit.
Exactly.
Blind, deaf, and dumb. Helen Keller would have known it was bullshit.
Yeah, I know. It's the same stories for so many fucking years, and so many people are already aware of them. I mean, just Google Von Helton, straight up. But it's the guys that Don Shipley and all them go after are the guys that are actually talking to other vets, trying to and they'll do their research, of bases and units and leaders and COs and shit like that. So they'll do their research of, let's say, who was the 1987 82nd Airborne Commander at Fort Bragg and stuff like that. And they'll create their own lives, not realizing, bitch, you may be talking to somebody who was actually there.
Yeah. Or just when they ask people their BUDS class number, when you ask them their BUDS class number, that's the part I always, or when they go, or they've had a few people try to swerve and go, well, I wasn't actually a Navy SEAL. I trained with them, or we trained or some shit. And they'll try to still like, or I don't know. I've never understood why somebody would have, not Lardo. I never understood why somebody would have a trident tattooed on their body. I mean, I get people, that I could admire. I mean, some people do things for different reasons, but, somebody got a T-shirt, that had a Navy SEAL on it, it goes because they like the Navy SEAls. I mean, I can buy those. You could buy those at the fucking VA hospital, at the little place where they sell T-shirts and Army hats and Navy hats and all that shit. What's up? And so you could buy stuff like that. You can buy T-shirts that say Vietnam vet. You can say tie T-shirts that say, all sorts of stuff. But
I just got to throw this in there real quick there, Grampy. Hey, Lardo, when I was talking about, third-class potato peelers, that was no offense to Army chefs. So,
Oh, no. I hear you. I hear you. Hey,
I'm just fucking with you.
Listen, somebody like Von Helton laughs at me. Fuck him, man. At least I spent my 3 years. At least I finished out what I was supposed to.
And like Grampy's pointed out before, real vets who it was just a fucking job. All right. They got stories, and it ain't no goddamn, when I was parachuting into the beaches of Normandy, and like, bitch, you weren't even born. But I mean, just the grand, glamorous fucking shit you see in movie stories, they're fake. Because you did it, it was a job. And it's not the shit you want to go around bragging about, because it was probably a very, like, the guys that hit, like, perfect example is the movie, help me out, where they hit Normandy, Saving Private Ryan. Okay. I personally, and I've seen this story on other news channels and everything, where there were World War II vets who actually stormed Normandy that went to see this. And I myself was with my son, all right, and we saw 2 old gentlemen get up and walk out, literally halfway through that.
That movie was a catalyst, seriously, for a lot of World War II vets that had to bottle up a lot of stuff after World War II, because when they came home, people would ask them what happened, and they would try to describe what happened. And it was some people just shut up. Some people went upstairs in their attics and killed them. Some people just tried to get it out of their mind. But people didn't really want to talk about it because it wasn't the newsreels.
You don't. Yeah.
And a lot of people, and I've spoken with a lot of, not a lot, but my share of like World War II vets, especially even this time when that movie came out, that that said that when they came home and they tried to explain what happened, they were told that was bullshit. No, it didn't really happen like that. You're exaggerating. The whole what really happened, because what we saw on the newsreels or what they showed us was a cleaned up version of what literally, even if in the media they showed how many people died, or they told how many people were killed or casualties, they still cleaned it up, and so when people came home, a lot of people were told, it really happened. Like, sure, Grandpa was in the war. He said he did this and stuff like that and all that crazy shit. Saving Private Ryan actually helped a lot of World War II veterans come out and actually get the help they've needed since they experienced what they experienced in World War II.
Yes. I just read an article that the Saving Private Ryan was done almost, well, it was very accurate. It was authentic. They even showed the guys on the boats that were landing on the island, and the guys didn't have their chin straps on their helmets. And that is true, because what these guys believed was that if there was an explosion nearby, the concussion of the explosion would blow their helmet, and if they had a chin strap on, it would break their neck. All right. So the guys that were coming in on those landing boats, none of them had their chin straps on. And, this article that I read said, they did that on purpose to make the movie as authentic as possible, to make it as real as possible.
There were a lot of people that actually, like, with that opening scene, I'm not one to like just go, okay, that's enough, and I'm not really like, but I think I was to the point where I think if the opening scene would have lasted about another 10 seconds, I would have shut it off, because I would have been that disturbed by what I was seeing. And the thing was, a lot of old World War II veterans that experienced exactly that in real life couldn't handle like the first 5 minutes. That was the part that really affected a lot of them.
You know what? I never saw the movie. I never saw it.
What? Wow. Really?
No, I was there. I was an actual World War II veteran. I landed on that Juno Beach.
Okay, Bon.
You know what? Something hit me about Helton and Shani and Rev. You know, the only people that they deal with are young people. You know, Helton only deals with people that are kids, or his mother, who is
stupid,
who's like 8 years old. You know, and then Shani and Rev are the same thing. They only deal with people that are 11 and 12 years old. So my point is, when they tell a lie to those people believe it, because they're, I mean, an adult tells a kid something and he believes it.
I wish I could get my kids to believe my lies.
Well, you probably told so many they gave up.
Sure, there you go.
No, but you know what? My dad told me once that there were sharks in Lake Michigan. And I went to school and I told everybody there were sharks in Lake Michigan, and I believed it. You know what I mean?
Mama said they have sharp teeth.
I tried to lie to a chick one time and then she laughed at me. So after that, I just never lied again. I was very, very honest about a lot of things.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, the thing with Von Helton that I've always found, I don't know, fascinating, crazy, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is I understand, you can have like you want to call it expertise or things you like to talk about, or this is your thing. Von's, to me, I used to call him like the Mandela effect, like Forrest Gump almost. You know what I'm saying? He was everywhere. He's been involved with everything somehow. I just
yes.
And instead of like, like remembering it, like I saw the video that I was having fun with the other day. He talks about the good old days that he misses from 1969 to 1979.
Yeah, I caught that. And instantly in my mind, I went, "You were 7, fucker." What are you talking about?
I was in 1979. I was 19 going on 20. Okay. Now, in Von Helton's 4 years younger than me. So in 1979, I was 19. He was at best 15 going on 16. In 1969, okay, I was 9.
Yes.
He's 4 years younger than me.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And this whole math thing with me is the funniest thing that I always, because he always talks about certain times in his life. And I remember it's like, okay, I remember in like 75, what I was doing and what kid, sure, there were kids that were in the car, but he was always like the coolest shade tree mechanic, or
yes.
The baddest guy in his battalion when he was part of the Delta Dragons and basic training.
My point was, when you deal with young people like that, and that's all you deal with, well, then, it's easy for you to lie, and it carries on into life. You know what I mean? It's, he's still telling a lie that he's 65% Cherokee.
Yeah, don't forget, ancestry DNA confirmed.
I know.
Bullshit.
I know.
Trust me, because and the sad part is I want to quiz him, because I had to literally send my sample into Ancestry 3 times. The first 2 times, they could not get my results correctly, because like you cannot eat or drink anything for an accurate result for like 11 hours before you do the test.
Oh, really?
So you can't even smoke a cigarette. So the first 2 times, they could not give me my results. My results wouldn't come back. So finally, the third time, I shit you not, I was dead ass tired. I had worked all day and all night the night before. The kit had been sitting on my desk. It was a Father's Day gift from my daughter. She's like harping me, Dad, did you take the test for the third time yet? I'm like, no, it's been sitting here. So I went to sleep one night at like 6 o'clock because I was just dead beat ass tired. Woke up literally 6 o'clock the next morning. It was the prime perfect time. 12 hours. I hadn't, eaten, drinking, hadn't smoked, took it, and it was a success. And I mean, I was blown away by but my daughter is still to this day, Dad, I will be happy to pay for his DNA test. Only we have to register the email address for the results in our name so that he can. She's like, I'm not going to blow $100 for him to take the test, find out he's 0% Native American, and then still lie about it and not show the results.
Right. Or he'll say it was a mistake.
Yeah, somehow they got a lock of his hair and sent it to California,
and then made a clone.
I've known I've seen some stupid people in my life that once you explain that I don't understand. Oh God, excuse me. I'm not like a scientist. I don't understand DNA. I don't profess to understand DNA, but I understand what DNA is kind of to an extent. It's your fingerprint. It's and I also know at this point they can tell, if they can't if they can't tell you for sure, they'll give you statistics,
Well, it's insane how accurate it is, and it's correct. Like I said, the day my results came back, all of a sudden your Ancestry, because they link your DNA test with your Ancestry.com account. Right. So instantly, within seconds, everyone in the world you are linked through DNA to. Literally, I found a cousin that lived in the same town I'd never even met in my life. Didn't even know we were cousins.
Yeah, but do you want to?
There you go.
Yeah, but is he the kind of guy that wants to meet you though?
I mean, you take those chances, but I mean, like it's kind of
I know.
But the funniest part about it was the morning we got the results back, my daughter opened that email and she said, "Nope." First thing she said on Facebook, "No denying you're my dad."
Well, that's always good,
because it shows right up there on Ancestry.com, 100% link. You are father and daughter. So I mean,
it's always good to know. I mean,
so I mean, it's crazy. It's like we've had our family tree done. My family tree on my mother's side, we have back to 982. Okay, wow. And it's confirmed. So literally taking that DNA test goes, here you go. Yes, you are a direct descendant of William the Conqueror. He's like my 18th great grandfather. So there you go, DNA proven, because all these other people you share the same exact DNA with all share the same exact DNA as William of Normandy. I mean, it's crazy. Of course, me and about 1 million other fucking people too.
Yeah, he got around.
It was good to be the king.
Yeah, you're right. Hold on, let me change the subject here for 1 second. I just want to vent about Dragon Nut. All right, listen. It's not real bad, but when I was on the Shanny and Rev show and we were all hammering on Helton, and I kept telling Helton, "To thine own self be true." I kept saying it over and over. I was hoping to get Helton to start to rage, but he didn't. But anyway, I kept saying it. Now, listen, first of all, I was drunk. I was drinking a lot of beer. And second of all, I didn't know when to shut up, and Dragnot said, "Man, who is this guy? Blah, 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 this and that, So ever since then, I've kind of been on the fence with Dragnot. I mean, everybody gets drunk. You're going to tell me you never got drunk and 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 talk too long or something, All right. So anyway, I've kind of been on the fence, but here's what did it. The other day, it was Dragnot and the black guy, TB, and they were laughing at Rev's shoe size. Oh, he's size 7. Oh man! And then Dragnot says, "Have you ever known anybody? Everyone that I know has got at least 2 digits shoe size." And you're going on and on and on. And I'm thinking, now wait a minute. You don't make fun of somebody who
size 10 here.
Huh?
Size 10 here.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, good. But what I'm saying is, you don't make fun of something that someone can't control. I mean, there's a lot of things that we make fun of Shani and Rev, and it's all shit that they do. It's all stupid garbage, But these two guys are really ragging on him because of his shoe size. Well, he can't control that. You know what I mean?
Well, you know the reference of that. Penis size equals shoe size.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What
but
it was all reference and jokes about the baby carrot.
Okay. Then listen. Then according to what they're talking about, then I can make fun of them because they're black, right? I mean, they can't control the fact that they were born black.
Oh, okay.
And they don't want that. They don't want that. If you start that shit, look out. You're a racist.
No.
They don't want that. But it's okay to make fun of somebody, like I said, with something they cannot control. I mean, that's, it's like making fun of a retarded kid. It's not his fault. It's not the kid's fault.
Yeah, but how many years have we been making fun of Von Helton? You think he can control that?
No, but yeah, right. No, but what I'm saying is that yes, that's all his own doing. Yes, we make fun of him, and we're going to continue to make fun of him, and it's all his own doing. No,
what is funny was you came up the other day because you seen the whole faith rage thing. I don't know if it's about Dragnot. And I don't know if Faith came into one of Drag's streams, but of course she was drunk as shit. All right. And it's, the whole holier than thou Christian, which I've never seen a Christian in my life come into a stream drunk off their ass, dropping.
Yeah, right.
It's fucking this and fuck you and fuck that. Yeah. I saw that in church coming out of last Sunday. But anyways, I brought the fact up. Remember when she flipped shit on you when you were in Shani's stream and Faith came in there raging at your ass?
No, I don't remember.
You don't?
No.
God, it was about 4 or 5 months ago. It was right after the Von Helton stream.
What was she saying?
And she came in there, who the fuck is this Lardo? And you were in there cutting up. And this was at a time when Shani was still down with all the anti-Von Helton crowd. This was pre Charlie Manson, okay, before Grampy fucked it all up. Wow. And destroyed our relationship with Shani. But anyways, yeah, she came in there. You guys were in there. You were in there just shooting the shit with Shani and Rev and all that shit. She came in raging at you, and then you just started fucking with her. Okay, joking and making jokes. And I don't know if you caught it or not, but she flashed her tits at you. She said, "Here, suck this, Lardo," and whipped her tit out. And it was a real quick second, and I don't think you even saw.
No,
I had captured it on video,
Charlie,
and I spent an hour looking for it the other day. Yeah, go ahead.
Charlie, no, look, man. I've talked to Lardo about this over and over and everything, and quite honestly, Lardo remembers that, and he it really affected him really bad, and he had to leave for a while. It hurt. Lardo was like really close to like just ending everything when he said a lot of therapy, a lot of he was. It was hard on Lardo. And Lardo, I'm sorry. I hate to bring this up. I really do, but it just needs to be said. you saw that, and it really, I mean, for lack of a better term, dude, it fucked you up, you know. And I'm just glad that you put that behind you, and you're looking better. You've colored your hair, the whole bit.
Listen, yeah. Listen, there's nothing anyone can say that can upset me. Nothing. That's it. I mean, I'm thick-skinned, man, thanks to the internet. You know what I mean? I don't even remember this woman. So it couldn't have been that much of an impact on me.
No,
I really don't. I don't remember. I was probably
like
drunk.
look. The thing with drag.
Yeah,
I'm not
speaking
for him or nothing like that. I mean, drags. I like drag. Drag. That's his thing with Shanny and Rev. I mean, they're in Black Guy TV. And when you get into like, sometimes you're gonna have to find things funny. Sometimes you're not. It's like, oh, why are they saying that? I didn't think it was crossing, like something, because I got, a reference to, I got the reference, I don't think anybody was, like saying it's okay to like make fun of like severely like retarded people,
Yeah, but Grampy, it's just the immaturity of it. Look. The joke is if you have small feet, you have a small dick. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. All right, now wait a minute. Well, what does that have to do with anything? I mean, what does that make you a better person, Dragon Nut, because you got a big fucking dick? Does that make you a better human being?
No.
Does that make you worth more than anybody else?
How much of the story? How much of the story do you follow? How much of the story and the history have you followed?
Of what?
Of Dragnot and Shanny and Rev.
Well, I mean, I know that Shanny and Rev can't stand him, and they give him a hard time. I realize
right. Though, understanding or watching what's said and references and why things are said, sometimes from the outside, excuse me, folks.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yes, I know what you're saying. But wait a minute. No, that wasn't it, man. He lumped everybody who does not have a 2-digit shoe size.
Yeah.
He wasn't talking just of Ray. He was talking of anybody who doesn't.
No, he was making a joke. He was talking.
Is just not a full human being.
No, you're taking it that way.
No, that's what he was saying. I'm telling you.
No, I mean, I watch drag. I find a lot of what he says. Sometimes I think, that's a bit much, but that's been going on for the longest time. And like Shanny and Rev have said some really, like, I mean, if you think that's bad, the back and forth between them, it's more than just Dragnot making fun of, mocking the size of his dick or his shoe size. There's way so much more behind that. I'm not trying to speak for drag, but if you follow the story, it's like, to me, it's like interactive TV. It's like, you have to like know the play, follow it. You can't, if you jump in.
Yes. Okay. All right. Well, hold on a minute. 6 months ago, I saw a video or a live show with Dragnot in there, and he was bragging about how smart he is. He was bragging about his IQ. He's got an ego. Now, wait a minute. He was bragging about how high of an IQ he has.
Right.
And it had nothing to do with Rev or Shay or anybody. He was just bragging about it. I mean, who the fuck does that?
A lot of people.
That's what I'm saying. Who does that, man?
I mean, he has an ego. That's his personality. I mean, who does that? A lot of people go out there.
That's not a good trait. That's not a.
Oh, he can come across like that. He can come across overbearing at times. He even admits that.
That's what I'm saying. He was actually admitting that he was better than everyone. Yeah,
and people have.
And his IQ. Now wait a minute. Hold on. So hey, yeah, boy. So, okay, if he's admitting that he's better than everyone, all right, then I'm thinking the other day, well, if it's true, why would you make so many videos about two people that you dislike? That doesn't follow. You know, here you are, the intelligent king of the world, and yet you make these videos and you're constantly hitting on these two idiots when an intelligent person would just fucking make a video and leave them alone.
No,
you know what I mean?
Okay. First of all, define intelligent, and why can't somebody find it funny, and why can't somebody make fun of stupid people over and over and over, even if they are? I don't know. Some of it's over the top. You know, I mean,
to me, that just seems like you're not that intelligent. That's what it seems like to me.
No, I disagree. I mean, his approach might not be to your liking or whatever, but you know, I mean, a lot of what I get out of drag is a lot of psychology, backstories, okay, let's put it this way. To some people, when they see people making fun of Von Helton and they know nothing about anything, any part of the story, right?
Right.
They see people making fun of a crazy old lonely old guy that's just trying to make friends or some shit, right?
Right.
That's what people see if they don't know the story, you know? And even if it's not the whole thing, I mean, drag doesn't tell people to like him or not. That's his thing, you know? I mean, I think he's pretty smart. I enjoy.
I agree with you.
The thing I like about what he does, and sure, it's humorous, it can be fun, you know, but there's also a lot of psychology, a lot of I don't know. There's a lot more behind. I get more out of it than just somebody making fun of somebody for having size 9 or below size feet.
Well, you know? I don't know. To me, it just doesn't seem that an intelligent person who's wants to brag about it would just keep on continuing. I mean, man, it gets old.
Well, then don't watch it. I mean, you know.
Lardo, Lardo, I think you're missing the biggest part about the whole thing.
Yes,
is he has a captured audience.
Yeah.
And it's super chats. Super chat. It's how he makes his money. That's it.
I thought of that. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he does. You know, he does with what he does, the D-Roy videos, which I love. But I like a lot of, I don't know, psychology thinking. A lot of time when he'll bring things up, like he was talking the other day about psychology, you know, and I don't like but a lot of things I like to, how did we get here moments, you know, like when I even look at Von Helton or Shani and Red, or just how the fuck, where did this start? How did we, I think a lot about stuff like that, you know? So I get it. He's got a personality that can rub you the wrong way sometimes. I mean, he's kind of, you know, he's you know, not, I don't always agree with things he says, and you don't have to, you know? And that's with pretty much anything. My problem is when people get upset and then start doxing people and flagging people because, I don't know, #feelings hurt, you know, when they put that shit out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
well,
it's the internet, folks. It's entertainment.
Yes. It just seemed a little strange to me that with these two guys, that if I started making fun of them because they were born black, I guarantee you that I would be the biggest racist.
Well, I think there's a difference between the size of somebody's shoe and the size and the color of their skin, and making fun of them.
Wait a minute, hold on. Neither one of them was chosen. You know, I didn't choose to have a size 7.5.
No, but you're missing the whole. The size of shoe, foot, dick. It's a joke. It's not meant to be. It's not serious. Like that everybody that has a small foot is a certain thing. It's a joke. It's humorous. It's either funny or it's not. I thought it was funny. I got it. I get that humor. I'm like, okay, I get it, and move on. I mean, personally, myself, I'm a size 10. I just fucking made it,
If they want to make fun of Rev because he's got a baby carrot, that's fine.
That's that's the whole part of
he
it.
He did that himself. He showed his baby carrot.
Right, exactly.
Right,
Just entered the fucking joke about the size of his foot.
Well, the way it sounded to me, it was anybody that had a one-digit shoe size was just not a man. Just didn't measure up to be a man. That's what the thing was, man. Believe me.
Hey, look, I got to throw something in here.
Yes.
That whole joke. I mean, that whole reference of, hey, the shoe size and the dick thing. I've seen the movie Trixie White and the Seven Dwarfs. All right, so that it does not apply.
Well, it does in my case.
You ever seen the size of a dick on a midget?
You let it matter. You took it personally. That's your problem, Lardo.
Well, no. Well, okay then. Okay. All right, hold it. I took it personal. Okay. So now I can go and make fun that they were born black. And they're not going to take that personally?
How did we go from small shoe size to a color of size?
Because it's something they can't control. All right? They can't control that they were born black.
Okay, no, but
no control.
Here's a perfect example. Okay.
Yeah.
You could say, Lardo, yeah, only four-eyed fucking freaks are forced to wear glasses. That could be like, oh, well, I can't control that both of us have to wear glasses. I have bad eyesight.
Well, maybe you can control. Maybe you got a couple wanker scabs, and you could have controlled hitting glasses. You know what I mean?
Well, then you should have used the calamine lotion,
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, Schneider. I know. You know what? It just hit me. It just hit me the wrong way because those are the first two guys that'll complain about you being racist. That's all. You know what I'm saying? They're the first two guys. No,
I mean, the one issue I have, and it's not with drag, and it's with the Geek Room too, and there's a lot of them that they've become so elevated in this popularity that and we are such a small part of the fucking nose. So these guys get like 200 viewers or 200 people watching. Yeah. All right. And there you go. The geek sluts right up there. And don't get me wrong, the guys are great. I love their show. They're hilarious.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
As always, fuck Billy. All right. But,
poor Billy.
But it's these guys that get to these shows, and it's sad that they elevate themselves so much to the point that you can't even get a comment read unless you super chat them.
You're right.
Well, pay us $5 to read your comment, and then we'll finally read your comment.
Well, I mean, and not always. There's sometimes, but you have to understand when you've got a show like that, they're trying to move it on. It's not like this one where.
But you have you have 4 people in the show who are all supposed to be reading the chat.
Yeah, and quite frankly,
Grampy, I test ran that one night. I sat here commenting off my ass about the topic that was of discussion, and not one of my comments got read until I super chatted them $5. Then they read my comment.
Yeah, well, they say super chat us, we'll read your comments. A lot of it's a thing.
You know what? That's anti-lulls. It takes away from the lulls. Now we're a business.
Well, yeah, no, I get it.
Now we're a business. I get it. Now we're only here to make money. We're no longer about the lulls.
Look, that's a good point, Schneider. That's a good point, man.
When I get to that 1,000 again, and I find somebody that's willing to put up with me, right, and willing to be a producer for me and share in the fun, right, and be a producer for me that can understand a little bit the basics of OBS and make us look. we'll take super chats, right? If we, because you got to have like OBS or StreamYard or Streamlabs for that shit. So if I had a producer, like, fuck yeah, I'll be like, look, you send me money, I'll read your motherfucking comment. I am a whore when it comes to like, send me money, right? I have a PayPal, right? People, it's entertainment, and so people have an opportunity to participate willingly or whatever, you know. And the fact that like when it's a show like that, like I've been on the Geek Room before where all they read was super chats. I've been on the show before or watched where it's more, it depends on a lot of times the show, you know, and I don't know. It's hard.
I got no problem with super chats and
Yeah.
and gaining money because you're providing entertainment. Okay, so if people want to send you money, awesome. Okay, more power to you. All right, but when you get to a point where it's a requirement, you send us money or we won't read your chats. Okay, your comments. Okay, now for one, I am happy to finally see secular start open up and start getting super chats. Hell, New Year's Eve, I paid my annual THN news or my THN dues. You know, I sent secular $20 on New Year's Eve. You know, I mean, because he's been an associate for a lot of years, damn near 10 years.
Still got this. So.
There you go. See, and it's so. It's just not a requirement. It's, hey, if you want to help out, cool, sure.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
But when you change it to this is what's required for us to acknowledge you, and I'm sitting here thinking, motherfucker. And the sad part about it was the topic was Von Helton, and none of them knew shit about Von Helton.
Yeah. And, okay. I will.
Okay. But they refuse to allow the guys that have known Von Helton into their show for 10 years. You're not here to discuss actually the topic. You're here to get super chats from the topic.
Okay, and I'm glad you brought that up there because oh God, I want to say this so bad. Although he's a real big piece of shit and I hate his guts completely. I hope he dies of cancer. I mean, I really hate Gary Snowflake. Seriously, I hate his guts.
Wow.
Everybody knows the shower curtain video, right? But Gary Snowflake gets little or no credit from people that people go, oh, have you seen the shower curtain video, right? People are editing that video now to take Gary. Just they want that rage part, not the fact that Gary Snowflake was the one that caused that fucking rage. A lot of people that like Gary used to like tell me, he goes, Grampy, if it wasn't for you, I would have known anything about emo, right?
Exactly.
Or whatever. You know?
Take credit for your work.
Yeah, and I've always given credit to people that introduced me to Stinky, right? And done my best to. It's like remembering where you came from, almost. You know what I'm saying? Remember the history of how we got here, and somebody like Gary, who's brought emo to life for a lot of people that would have never fucking known who the fuck he was, right? And getting a lot. It's like he doesn't get the recognition, you know. And I've tried to like, you know, and Gary can be a hard person to talk to sometimes because he is kind of a prick, you know. But a lot of people
he's a little rough at times to get a point across with.
Yeah.
But
still,
I know, and that's why
he's the guy that is the real reason that people enjoy emo as much as they do.
Yeah. And I mean, that's a perfect point. And another shout out I got to give to Secular. You know, he uses my material all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Constantly, he's pulling stuff from my channel. But he always gives me credit. Hey, got this from Schneider Handyman's channel. Go check his channel out, blah, blah, blah. Geek Room uses my shit all the time, nonstop. You want to know what recognition I got? I got from Billy. Father, who the fuck's this asshole?
Oh, that's not right.
And he was serious. Who's
That
this
ain't right.
asshole?
That
Well,
ain't right.
yeah, he doesn't.
Tiger and an asshole.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh man,
fuck yeah. So seriously, honestly, really, Billy, fuck you.
that's a low blow, man.
Yeah. No,
That ain't
I
right.
get it.
Someone's
You know,
video.
I mean, there's a video coming out today, and I like the guy. Like Black Guy TV's doing a video. I guess it's a review of an old Andrea interview. And I've told, even like when I got crap for this because they were like, oh, but he wanted you. When Irate Alex wanted to talk to me about doing like a Grampy or a Von Elton thing, I was telling him flat out, I'm like, look, if you want the scoop on Stinky, I was giving him your name, Charlie. I was giving him Paulie. You know, Paulie didn't at the time. He was like, no, I want no part of it. And I understand. But I was like, look, if you really want backstories and the skinny and all that stuff, here's a bunch of people you can talk to because they know a lot more about it than me, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But they don't want those people in the room. No, it's we want the same 4 members that we think we don't want actual real, facts behind the story. Yeah. We just want to watch a couple videos and pretend to be experts on it while ignoring the people who really do know about the person.
That's why, that's why I like it when Secular comes in or whoever the fuck.
I miss Secular doing the open hangouts.
Yeah, or Mindbender, whoever that mastermind is, right? When he talks, I mean, or Paulie, like the backstories on these things, and that's the part that a lot of people just don't understand because they see the weird shit, but they don't understand. Like I said before, how did we get here, right? What's the origins of this stuff? God damn it!
Yeah, that's Gary Snowflake calling to cuss him out over the phone, probably. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy sometimes.
No, but that's why. I mean, not that you gotta like. Look, I use videos. I borrow your shit. I borrow. Oh God, there's very seldom little of anything that I use that is actually mine. If I gave credit to everybody that I've ever used, I mean, the credit would be longer than my long videos.
And straight up, I mean, the only sole reason I even have this channel is to put it out there for people to use. 100%. Right. I would never in my life ever flag another person for using my videos. All right. I mean, hell, back in the day when I really had haters, all right, and it was about on one hand. Some of them assholes were funny as shit.
Yeah.
They would take my shit, cut it up. I would laugh my ass off until the day they sent it to 10,000 coworkers on my state university email.
Yeah.
But I mean, and somebody brought up earlier, it's like I'm the only person that's reposting Vaughn's shit. And I know Vaughn has seen it. Vaughn knows it. All right. But I think Vaughn enjoys me posting his shit because it's a way for his whacked out, weird, fucking crazy, zany messages to get out there. All right. And he doesn't have to worry about somebody flagging his account. Think about that. Yep. So that's the sole reason why he's not flagging my videos, because he has every legal right to. I'm not altering him or altering him in one bit. So, I mean, he has every legal right to flag my fucking channel down. All right. And I couldn't be mad if he did. All right. But he doesn't because it's getting his word out.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, I try to get his word out. I mean, he did. He was responsible for my one channel getting taken down, but yeah, I get it. I just what are you doing, Lardo?
I'm trying to fix this light. There we go.
I thought you were trying. Tampa Bay Lightning. Fuck.
Boy, they kicked some ass, didn't they?
Fucking bastards. I hope they all fucking I hope the water supply at their fucking wherever they play hockey gets contaminated, and they all get fucking dysentery infections.
Yeah.
And they get money for 2 weeks.
I know.
Nothing deadly, mind you. But
Right.
I hope their entire hockey team gets a very severe case of diarrhea.
Gee, I sense a little bit of jealousy here coming up.
Hey, my son and I sat here the other night on TV watching
Why the fuck do they
Subway
play
series.
hockey in fucking Florida, man? I mean, Jesus Christ. Hockey in fucking Florida? That's sacrilegious as fuck.
That is kind of weird, ain't it?
It is. That's like when they first moved, when the Minnesota North Stars first moved to Dallas, Texas, I was like, what the fuck? And then the Coyotes come to fucking Arizona. I'm like, they don't play hockey in fucking Arizona, and they suck anyway. But goddamn, I mean, I grew up an LA Kings fan. Hockey, like growing up, I don't know, wintertime in Southern California was like hula skirts with Santa Claus and, like that. But it was kind of like different because they at least tried to make it entertaining. They had Marcel Dion but goddamn, hockey in fucking Florida, to me, that's just wrong. I'm not going to drop my G's, but to me, hockey in Florida, hockey in Texas, hockey in Arizona is just, listen,
that's like the Jamaican bobsled team.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing,
And then they made a stupid movie about it, making it sound like they actually did something, God damn.
Yeah, we sat here the other night watching the Subway series, the Islanders and the Rangers on TV, and it was of course opening night. And man, I would have loved to have been there. That's our bucket list. You got 3 Subway series. You got the Giants and the Jets, you got the Yankees and the Mets, and then of course you got the Islanders and the Rangers, but you also got the Nets and the Knicks. So it is our goal, even though I have no interest in going to a basketball game, but it's a bucket list item to go to a pro game, and so we want to hit literally the Subway series of all 4 sports. So far been to 1, Giants and the Jets.
I'd just be glad to go to a URI basketball game, University of Rhode Island, go Rams, or go to, even if I gotta I don't know how I would do it because I'm having a hard time still, but even if I gotta drive to Worcester, to go see, now they're not the Paw Sox, they're the Woo Sox, but still, sports just isn't the same for me right now, man. It's just, it's a good thing I got that new couch.
Nothing, absolutely nothing is the same. I'll tell you what, Grampy, and this was a discussion my daughter and I had to have the other day. I just moved to New York City. And
you picked the right time, huh?
Yeah, tell me about it. But she warned me before, and I just kind of blew it off. I like winter, She's telling me, and now I'm talking to other people. Winter up here, especially if you're just like a straight 9-to-5 working person, like me, I work 7 to 4. All right. I literally go to work in the morning in the dark, and I come home from work in the fucking dark.
Yeah.
All right. It's cold as fuck when I go to work. It's cold as fuck when I get off that train and come to work. I come home. It is so fucking depressing up here in the winter. There's absolutely dick shit to do, especially with this pandemic. Everything is shut the fuck down. And now, I mean, it's like you got de Blasio and Cuomo. Oh no, once Biden is in office, we are going to shut the state down again, including the city, and we're going to do another reset. All right. They're already saying the people who have finally got their jobs back after 7-8 months are getting ready to lose them again, because they think just this massive nationwide shutdown and nobody leave your home well, I'm sorry, we already did that and it didn't work. Then it was wait till summer, the heat's going to kill the virus. And then it's wait till this, and it's wait till that, and it's wait till. And then I saw a thing this morning on C-SPAN where this guy was showing the graph of the cases in the country. And it was amazing how all summer long we hit this lower plateau and it just stayed right there. All right. And then all of a sudden he says, you notice how 1 month before the elections, literally it skyrocketed. And now leading up and the last week of the presidency, it's 8 million more cases, and it's like literally it was to the point where they said, we've got a handle on it. We're going back to stage 3 openings because we've defeated it because everybody has done what they were supposed to do. And now all of a sudden we are in a completely 100% fucked up society right now, socially, politically, everything. We are on the brink of, we don't know which way we're going to fall. We're standing on, the next week will tell us a lot. But I don't even think it's the next week. I think 2021 is going to tell 2020, here, hold my beer. All right, watch me fuck some shit up. So it's just so sad. And so we cannot go on. This country cannot go on like this much longer. And you have other countries that are going, COVID what? Huh? COVID what? And these were the countries that were at the same time they were saying are higher in the pandemic than we were. And now they're like, that's done. We're done with it. All right. And now it's nope, you got. And it's funny how, because we increased when the news started screaming a new threat of virus is coming from Europe, so hurry up, rush out there and get tested. Well, of course, when people are being told the virus is not really much to worry about anymore all summer long, and then all of a sudden the media goes, well, shit, we ain't got nothing else to talk about. All right, no, go get tested. So you're sending everybody else out to go get tested. Of course, your numbers.
When were they saying that it was not something to worry about?
Look at June, July, August here in New York City, where they were saying it was the heart of the pandemic. We had gone into stage 3, almost to a green zone. Yeah. Cuomo was saying we are almost literally done with this.
Well, yeah, a lot of
we were still living under the same requirements of 6-foot spacing, everyone wearing the mask. And trust me, brother, I am in the streets of New York City every fucking day, all day long. You do not see a single soul that is not wearing a mask. Anywhere.
Well, we see people around here.
And I'm in New York City. The what do they call it? The heart zone of the virus.
Yeah. We have a hospital like right down the street that is right now like overrun with COVID. I mean, it's like literally like maybe not even quite a half a mile from my house that is like literally overrun with COVID patients.
Yeah, well,
ICU. I mean, the whole bit. I mean, and the thing is, it's something real. I think a lot of what's being put out there, like just like with politics, people have a spin. People have, you've got your let's do nothing. It's bullshit. It'll go away to let's shut literally everything down. It's something we've never dealt with before. No matter what happens, people are going to get criticized. People are going to, because even the right thing at the right time is going to end up being the wrong thing. People are going to say, I thought you said this. It's something that we've never dealt with before.
Well, here's the thing, Pappy. Governor Cuomo 4 days ago, literally said we need to go back to shutting down restaurants. We need to do a reset. We need to finally take this serious. Do you know yesterday he came out and said, we have got to move on. We have got to restart opening businesses. So hopefully within the next 2 weeks, with the change in the administration, we can start marching to the new level. And it's time we start reopening everything. But 4 days ago, he said no. He was talking about another 6-month shutdown. But yet yesterday, along come the hero Joe Biden. So within 2 weeks, with the new administration, we'll be done with it. That's 4 days.
No, I don't
Two
think,
different stories talking out of both sides of his faces.
I don't think anybody's claiming that this is going to be done in 2 weeks and somehow eventually.
Yeah, Cuomo did yesterday. So
well, when you have like politicians speaking as if they know what's going on.
Who are the people
they're
listening
running
to? Politicians and the news.
I get that. I get that. I really do. I get that. I like I said, I watch Fox, I watch CNN, I watch MSNBC, I watch a bunch of RT. I watch a lot of like web things that go everything from far left to far right to beyond crazy fucking shit. It's something like a lot of these things, like news changes, just like science. They find out things about a virus. I don't think they're doing this. I don't think the people working on this to say, some people are making this political. Some people are trying to make this political. I don't think this whole thing is political. I mean, I think the people working on it, the people working on it, the people, and you can talk whatever you want about big pharma, whatever, and I get that, but like the people that are in hospitals, the people that are working, to me, like when people like just, I don't know, the way they go on about that, it kind of shits on like people that are actually dealing with what's actually going on, instead of like the whole political idea of it.
Perfect.
Like I said, we've got a hospital literally down the street that is like to the capacity. Okay. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I'm glad you brought that up. The building that I just got transferred from, all right, one of the residents there that absolutely loved me, all right, is a nurse at a hospital in Brooklyn that very day. All right, when CNN was talking, because we had a TV in our lobby, and her and I used to sit there and talk quite a bit. All right, we had a TV in the lobby, and my building was full of older Jewish people, so they love CNN. Okay, so literally, they were talking about how that hospital she worked at was overcrowded, and they were turning patients away. All right, that nurse that works at that exact same hospital turned around at me and said, that is a bunch of bullshit. We are not overcrowded at all. She goes, you walk right in, you may have a longer wait in the emergency room, but we are not overcrowded at all. Remember all the vast emergency hospitals they had to throw up in parking lots? Not one of them got used.
They're using them here.
Actually. Not in New York City. They literally put them up and ended up taking them down 2 weeks later because they didn't use them.
They have them out here, and they're being used, and they're very busy.
I don't know, my friend.
No, I'm not.
Hey, Grampy, did you guys hear? Yeah, boy says the lockdown in the UK will last until February of next year. And then he says, you didn't hear that from me. So maybe he heard that on some news show or something.
Well, but I mean,
he's in Scotland, I believe.
Yeah, but where do you hear? See, that's the thing with something like this. People have, I don't know, we'll call it spins. Like, like I said, the way it's
you got to remember
the way it's put out on the news. The way it's put out on the news to me is not very good because, like just like with politics, a lot of news agencies have a spin. of their personal thoughts instead of I don't know, dealing with people that like actually know what's going on,
And the sad part is when you see all these doctors on these news agencies, if you look at the bottom, it's Dr. So and so, and insert either CNN or Fox News paid medical analysis.
Oh yeah, anybody,
So come
yeah,
up
you're
here
gonna.
and tell the people what we want you to tell them, and you get your fucking check.
Well, they don't normally say like paid, but they'll say like Fox News consultant or what because they're consulting to that particular. I mean,
So basically, you're bringing a media person up to a media person.
How bad would it be if we did nothing and just let the thing run its course? How bad would it be?
That's exactly what we were told. Just put your mask on, social distance, you'll be fine.
That's
Everyone
it.
did that?
No, that was part of what people were told to do, and people did it for a while, and then they got tired of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it was an inconvenience.
Okay, but my question is, what if we just let it go and just let it do its thing and be done with it? I mean, how bad is it going to be? What are we going to have?
If you turn off your TV and actually go out in the streets, you can tell it's done. Because people just ain't even talking about it. People are going about their lives normal because we have to. We have to wake up every morning, go hit that train or get in our car and go to work or ride the buses. And people in the street don't give a fuck about it.
I think people do give a shit about it.
Agree.
Oh, I don't know.
All we're doing by staying indoors, all we're doing by shutting everything down is we're prolonging the inevitable. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, we are. Sure we are. That's all we're doing, man, is we're just...
Exactly. Now now we got a new strain of European COVID coming here. It's even more deadlier. One more year of lockdown.
Yeah.
And you're not going to see any different results. You don't see anything. It's all hype and fucking fear. I'm sorry. It is.
Like I said before, to me, it like I watch enough of the news, like basically see which sides or how they're portraying it. I also look at it from I don't know my like I don't go out. I'm a risk that, and I know people my age that don't want to go out because I know people who have been affected that are my age. At this point, I know 2 people that have died from this. That not super close people, but still, I don't know. I'm not as open as some people are to going, well, it's over. Let's just let it finish, whatever, because we don't know. You don't know. I mean,
you gotta die of something.
I get that. I get that. I really do.
Well,
I get that. I just
here's the one thing I just have to say. All right. I have a very close friend here, all right, who has been tested 4 times. All right. It was because one, they just moved here, had to get tested. All right. They started a new job. All right. So they had to get tested. 2 weeks later, when they were assigned to the building they were supposed to work at, that building had a requirement you have to get tested. A week later, a person in that building was tested positive, so they were told they had to get tested positive. So literally in a 2-month period, this person took 4 tests. 2 results came back positive, 2 results came back negative. So there you go.
Yeah.
Just on that subject, Schneider, I get tested for the virus. Right? Now, I phoned them up. You got to phone them to get a home test. Amazon delivered the test. You take it out of the Amazon packaging box. You get a little swab in its little medical container. You've got a little test tube with a little suspension fluid in it. So I had a mask on, gloves on, relatively sterile area such as the kitchen. Basically had the vial opened up the little fucking swab, snapped it, put it in the jar thing, test tube, sealed it, put it in the return box. 2 days later, they came back and said it was positive. Swab never touched my skin, never touched my face, never touched the inside of my mouth.
So
and they said it was a positive test.
So you were positive, but did you get sick?
No, I wasn't sick. Like, I phoned them up.
Right.
I told them, I told them I had a loss of sense of smell and taste, and I had a new persistent cough. I had none of those. I lied to get the test, and the test came back positive 2 days later.
I see. Yeah, but it affects people differently. I mean, some people don't have all the symptoms.
The coronavirus is just the cold and flu identified in 2019.
Yeah, right. But some people.
The difference with the coronavirus that this thing's going about, you see the little ends of the protein spikes, the little kind of hairs that come off. You see on the news, it's a ball, and they've got the little things coming off it.
Yeah.
At the very end of those spikes, there's little. They look like crowns, and that's the little hooks.
Yes.
And that's what identifies. That's why they call it corona, because it's got the crowns. And if that can get in your lungs, it can sometimes attach onto the cells in the lungs. Here's the thing: 97% of people that get this thing never even go near hospital.
Don't even know they had it.
That's what I'm saying. Just let it go. People are going to get fine.
Look, my daughter. Yeah,
people are getting
four of my daughter's employees. All right, they were same thing. My daughter mandatory because she works in a restaurant. They mandatory once a month have to get tested. All right, 4 of my daughter's employees tested positive, and trust me, that was a real kick in her nuts because she had to figure out how to replace 4 employees because immediately corporate policy is you're in a 2-week minimum quarantine lockdown. Do you know all 4 of them employees felt perfect the whole time? Never even felt a second of illness. It's just we got a test result that said you're positive. Like, I'm not sick. No, but you're sick. You just don't know it. You don't feel it.
Yeah, right.
Okay? Yeah. It's come on, bullshit.
Yeah. You can actually carry a virus, I forgot what it's called, but without getting symptoms of illnesses, you can be a carrier. I'm just
right.
Sure, you can, but that many, Grampy?
Just to show that's my test. That's the barcode. So some people are saying that I never got a test. That's the booklet that you get in the UK. That barcode is your account ID that they use to basically, track your, sample through the system. And like I say, lied about the symptoms. They sent out a test 2 days later. You're positive. And the thing is, the swab never touched the inside of my mouth. It went straight from the sterile packaging, straight into the vial, straight into the box. And they said it was positive. The thing is, I can't really go into it. But I'm speaking now. I've been doing something since May. I'm speaking to people on a daily basis in here in the UK. They can't tell me, who it is that they know has got the coronavirus. Here's the thing. See the whole test and trace thing in the UK? So that's how it works. Somebody goes for a test. If it comes back positive, they've got to hand over the person's name, address, mobile number, and email address if they know it. Now you're trying to tell me when you test positive, if you're handing over those details to the test and trace companies, you're not going to go on Facebook and say, oh, by the way, Mike, I've tested positive from corona. You might get a phone call. And I'm speaking to people and they're like, I don't know anybody that's got the coronavirus, but yet they're getting told they've got to isolate because they've been a close contact of someone with COVID, but they don't know who it is that's got the COVID. It's sus as fuck to me. It really is sus. I'm telling you, they're lying.
People don't have to disclose information.
No, they don't have to disclose it, but that's the thing. For the test and tracing to work, that person that's positive has to give the details to the test and trace company of the people that they've been in contact with.
Yeah.
But you would think, common courtesy, common sense, the modern world that we live in, where near enough everybody's on Facebook, You're not going to either message somebody on Facebook or maybe post on Facebook to say, "Oh, by the way, I've got the coronavirus." You know, I'm speaking to people and they are not. They don't know who it's got.
Perfect example. Look,
I do. I actually do. Actually.
Okay, yeah, so do I. I mean, I know 4 of my daughter's employees that have
who's
COVID,
like really like sick from it
but
now.
never had a symptom. Plain and simple. I mean, there's a lot of other factors that go into the people that actually have the symptoms. Look at what is the percentage rate of the people that have actually died from COVID that had pre-existing conditions such as severe asthma. They were like 82 years old. They were already barely clinging to life.
There's a lot of people that have never been sick that got it, and
just like all the people who were their cause of death was COVID-19, and the doctor themselves said, "No, wait a minute, that is not what I attested their death to."
Who said that?
It's all over the fucking news.
It's all over the news, Grumpy.
It's all over.
I can tell you right now, it's happened to my family. My stepdad's father had dementia. He was 83. He was absolutely fine on the Sunday, no symptoms, no nothing. My stepdad went up and visited him at the home. 2 days later, my stepdad gets a phone call. Yeah, yes, blah, blah, blah. Yes, unfortunately, your father's passed away from COVID. And we're like, COVID? Like, how did he die? Oh, he went into his room and he was dead. So did they have a test? No. Did they have an autopsy to determine if it was COVID? No. But on the death certificate, it's marked as COVID-19. He had nothing wrong with him. The man was healthier. The man was fitter than a butcher's dog. He died at old age in his fucking sleep, and they marked it as fucking COVID. My stepdad's brother down in Melbourne, down in Australia, had a heart attack back in January last year. He died in was it May or April? Forget, we knew around about the beginning of May that he passed away from a heart attack. They classed that as COVID. It was a heart attack that basically killed him in the end, but they marked it as COVID. In the UK, they had to take the numbers and reduce them by 5,000 in 1 day because they were basically marking people that had died, hit by bus, had heart attacks, died of cancer, natural causes. They had to take the number and skew it down 5,000 in 1 day because they were classing people as dying of COVID because they did a test for COVID-19 the past 28 days. Didn't die from COVID, but on the on the death certificate, they'd marked it as COVID, even though the people that had died of suicide, getting hit by a bus, car accident, cancer, heart attacks, you name it. They had to skew that number down 5,000 in 1 day. The whole system is completely, like, I'm not saying the virus isn't real. The virus is real, right? Before anybody starts going on about that, like you're saying the virus doesn't exist. The virus exists. The governments are fucking just exploiting this like never before, and it's putting this lockstep behind the Chinese model. Like, our economies are on its fucking knees. The Western economies are on their knees, and we are not allowed to go out and work. We can't go out and make money. We can't. In the UK, we've been told that we can only go out 1 day a week for shopping to get food, to get supplies. 1 day a week. In Renfrewshire, where I live, Renfrewshire is in the highest lockdown tier. So the only thing that's open is your supermarkets to get food or any kind of shop that sells food. Takeaways, you're not allowed to go in like McDonald's, KFC. You've got to order that stuff to either collect it at the front door or have it delivered. And that's it. Even the hardware stores, even if you want to go and buy a tin of paint or screws or whatever, the hardware stores are shut, and that's all that's open is just food, and that's it. And the thing is, in my area, Renfrewshire, we've got Nicola Sturgeon, the First Minister of Scotland. Now, she's basically like the equivalent of, the Prime Minister, fucking President, whatever you want to call it, of Scotland. She's saying we're in the highest tier lockdown. And the thing is, Renfrewshire, you go on this isn't a conspiracy thing, you go on scot.gov, you look at the numbers for Renfrewshire. Renfrewshire has 179,100 citizens. In the past 7 days, we've had 701 people confirmed of having COVID-19 in this area, in that area of 179,100. That works out at a grand total of 0.393% of the population of Renfrewshire have COVID. Or just for, layman's sake, we'll say 0.4%. But we're in the highest tier lockdown. We're in the strictest lockdown you can get. If I go more than 3 miles from my house and get caught by the police, I can get fined. I can get £1,000 fine for being no justifiable reason for being that far from my home. I can go for a 3-mile walk, and if the police catch me and they go, well, where are you from? And they find my address, they're like, well, we can give you a fine. In England, they've done it. I mean, the English police were very proud down near a place called Cheddar Gorge. They basically fined a guy £1,000 for eating a kebab in his own car. Just him in the car, fined £1,000 for just eating a kebab in his car. He pulled into a car park and ate a kebab. It's not in the news that much, but we don't have that many cases, and we're basically getting locked down like it's a prison state. Seriously. I know I'm ranting, but I'll let you guys jump in now. I've kind of ranted a bit there.
I heard that there's COVID in Chinese ice cream. They found COVID in Chinese ice cream. Now, I didn't know that we bought ice cream from China, but I guess we do.
And we buy a lot of shit from China, man.
Well, they found COVID in the ice cream.
Wouldn't surprise me.
So
would not surprise me in the slightest. All it takes is for one of them to sneeze, or cough when they're working on a vat of ice cream for it to go in there. And it's not like you're going to cook the ice cream to kill the bacteria. It's just going to get frozen and then ingest it. So
Yep. I don't know, man. Who knows? This might be some plot. Who knows,
Well, this is the thing, like I said in the chat. Just before this whole pandemic started, the Chinese got their citizens that were out here in the West to buy up as much PPE as they possibly could, and they airshipped it back to China. And then when we needed the PPE equipment, the personal protective equipment, China was charging 20 to 30 times the markup on the PPE to sell it back to the West. And the news media like CNN, BBC News, Sky, all sat there and went, oh, this is great. The Chinese have managed to, fulfill our PPE requirements. We had the PPE, and they get bought up and sold to China and then sold back to us at 20 to 30% markup, 20 to 30 times markup.
I don't have to PP or anything like that, but Tonic the Fox, welcome to the stream. Not trying to cut you off, buddy. I'm just,
No, you're fine.
No, I know, it's fine.
I'm not trying to throw you in the mix, I mean,
there's a link. There's a link to Chinese ice cream. Wait,
okay, was it COVID flavored ice cream? Like, what's going on?
I don't know.
Because I've bought that before. I personally love the flavor of COVID, so I buy specifically COVID flavored ice cream. So that could have been why I have it.
There's
is it COVID or COVID light?
Well, I'm not diabetic. I didn't make poor choices not that many anyway. I mean, I've made plenty of poor choices, but not enough to where it affected my weight.
Shout out to poor choices, man.
Oh, always. No, you know what? I'm gonna bring a light note to this whole thing. The funniest thing, the funniest takeaway we can get from this is the lol cows that we know. Okay, who long before COVID-19 was even a word, long before lockdowns, long before shutdowns, who had never left their fucking house other than to walk to the mailbox or to walk to the bathroom, Shanny, Bond. And when you hear them all go, man, I'll be so happy when this lockdown is over so I can get back into the world of free living. It's like, Von Helen, you ain't left your trailer in 20 fucking years. What the hell you mean you'll be happy when the lockdown's over? Same thing with you, Shanny. You ain't left your bedroom in fucking years. But all of a sudden you're thankful. You'll be thankful when the lockdown's over.
To be honest, I've been social distancing since before social distancing was. I don't leave my house very often. Never. If I don't feel a need, I don't.
Hey, bro, I'm the same way. When I'm not working, my ass I don't see the outside of my front door hardly at all.
Gotta go outside. I don't, so it's not as hard on me, but it's I don't know, when they tell you you can't do something in life. I mean, even when you were a kid, don't do that, right? What's the first thing you want to do?
Reach for that hot thing.
Absolutely, hey, Crazy Renee channel, if you want to join, I mean, fuck me. I mean, not literally. I mean, Crazy Renee. We are really stoned. Grampy's actually drinking. I've had 4 beers today. I don't normally drink at all. I've got like 5 or 6 left. But yeah, this is definitely, turned into something that's fun. We've gotten serious. We need Crazy Renee in here, baby. I don't know. We need a chick, man. This is a sausage fest, folks. Grampy's trying to get to fucking, and Grampy's liver are trying to get to 1,000 subs, folks, legitimately. Even with stock accounts, I mean, folks, come on. It's pledge week. You know what I'm saying? Pledge with your mom's email account and sub to Grampy Lobster. And Uncle Lobster, but more importantly, Grampy Lobster, because he needs that 1,000 subs. Folks, I am really fucked up today. Oh shit! So what's up, Tonic the Fox?
Well, okay. So I saw this guy who's ... and he's got very interesting eyebrows and a very what
Schneider?
Yeah, no, I literally am. Where does he come from? Where like country or whatever? Like, because you sound like you got an accent and all kinds of things going on.
Well, we all have accents, but I'm from Scotland.
Scotland. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know. I'm pretty fucking dumb, so I can't assess like one from the other.
We're all a bit dumb here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. My kids have always said about Mark, how can you understand a fucking word he's saying? I said, you just got to like James Bond films, Be a big Sean Connery fan. You'll understand.
When I listen to him talk, I close my eyes and fantasize, but then when I open my eyes, I go, oh, fuck me,
Hey, hold it. Tonic, what's your shoe size?
Oh, man.
We ain't getting
so it's 9.5, but I feel like this is a setup.
It is. Trust me.
No, I know it is.
Lardo's upset because
Give me a minute.
Lardo's upset because he has less than a,
You're a half an inch under that big dick limit,
See, that's with me, right? I'm officially still 5'11 and a half, which has always bothered me because I never got quite to that 6 foot level, so I get it, maybe with somebody that might, plus, I mean, size 10 foot doesn't necessarily mean you have a large penis, I'm just saying, folks, but it works. I mean, last time I checked,
All right, on the subject of shoe size, now you know what they say about men with big feet, big fucking socks.
Yeah. Hold on. I've seen Mark's shoe size. Hold on for this.
All right, for you Americans, it's a size 13.
Holy shit, boy, howdy! Oh crap!
And the UK size 12. So there's my feet. There's my shoes.
Ladies, boy,
ladies, remember, big socks.
Big socks, big cocks. I said it, not you. Come on.
Size 13 in Scotland translate to a size 6 in America.
In America, the European.
Wait, hold on. Is Canadian foot size like different or some shit?
Nope.
They got their own scale.
America is US 13, UK it's 12. For our European comrades, it's 47.5. Whatever that is in European. And then it's 31 centimeters for those of you that use the metric system. And yeah, they are my shoes in case, they're clearly worn.
No, I think you stole those. I think you stole those shoes and
Stole them,
I'm calling you out.
Oh no, like I said, ladies, men with big socks.
I
tiny
think
cocks.
the only thing that we can really do to like satisfy everything is if everybody just like stands up, drops their pants, and shows us. I mean, no, I'm just kidding.
We're not doing an emo.
No, we're not gonna like get really angry. Jesus.
Grab you after you're a cunt. You're a cunt.
When I see him do that, and I've seen the raw video, oh God, it's like somebody said, I've been angry in my life. I've been to the point where I wanted to like hurt something, and I'm not a violent I mean, I've been to the point where I've hit something and hurt my hand, put my fist to a wall and broke my hand, right?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Right. Okay. So, but I have never in my life, and that was years ago. But what I'm saying is, never in my life have I ever gotten so angry where my first reaction was to just whip out my dick and wave it around. I like I said, I've done some crazy. A lot of people have done crazy shit when they lose it. You know what I'm saying? They hit just whatever. They freak out. They run whatever. But when you like get so angry that you pull out your dick and just start waving it around, to me, I don't know. That's why I love the internet, folks.
I don't know. Like I've not out of anger. I've definitely whipped out my balls for the lulz.
Oh well, I've whipped out my balls for the ladies. I mean, when I was younger.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
like I just think it's fucking hilarious.
But you
Like
we
have this guy, Big Will, who kept letting me on, and the last time he let me on, I just whipped out my balls to porn bomb him. Oh shit, it was fucking hilarious.
Well, thank you for not showing us your balls.
Whipping out your dick.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that here. I have respect for this panel and Uncle Lobster here. I'm not going to do that.
Whipping out your dick is one thing, but reaching down in your diaper to whip out your dick, now that's a whole
That
different.
is true.
Yeah.
That takes the special breed, folks. I mean,
that's a different movie there.
I wonder when Rick is going to show us his ankles to prove that he's not a pedophile.
God, he just gets creepier every fucking day. I mean,
yeah, hey, as long as we're on the subject of Vaughn, I wonder how many thousands of fucking dollars he spent in the last couple of weeks now that the lottery is up to big money.
Oh yeah. I bet that's good point, Mark.
He's going to win them both, so you gotta get lots and lots of tickets.
Can you imagine? He's going to buy a lot of tickets, and he's going to get one of those tickets where he wins like $50, and he's going to make another video claiming that he won the lottery again. Not the big one, of course, but the gods are just playing with him, to see what he's going to do, to see how he's going to react, So maybe he'll buy more Hot Wheels,
Well, here's the thing.
Those 2 rings are showing up fairly recently that he's got.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can always tell the real pagans by their bling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just imagine a world where Von Hilton actually wins the lottery.
Oh, we're fucked then.
We're fucked. We are going to jail.
They're going to build that giant fucking... Holy shit. Can you imagine the size of that prison that they're going to have to build? And can you imagine the jobs that'll be created? Because they're going to have to build a prison that's larger than like literally, I don't know, some countries. They'll
have to make a Von Hilton prison island.
Yeah.
For all of us. And remember, Mark, with that kind of money, the pond don't mean a thing, my friend. Living across the pond don't mean shit.
Yeah, no shit. And with that kind of money, Lake Alice can disappear really fast too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it'll just get filled with concrete. Yeah.
Decided to just fill her in.
I bought 2 lottery tickets for the 700 million. But I don't think Von Hilton realizes that the odds are 180 million to 1.
Well, the gods have been teasing him, so it's only a matter of time.
the gods have told him, so it's the odds are 100% for Vaughn. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah, but your lottery's different, isn't it? Where there's like state taxes and you get punished if you take out one lump sum and all that shit.
You pretty much get about, what is it, like 56% of it, I think it is.
I would actually go for that.
Yeah, so would I. I think the court, literally in taxes, it's like you get to keep 56%. The rest is tax.
That's a windfall for Kentucky.
Yeah.
Think about it. We should be praying that Von Helton wins that because the state of Kentucky could use the money.
I know. See the jobs that could be created to house everybody, I mean,
every child will have a gallon bottle of Mountain Dew every single day.
The stuff that doesn't go flat,
Exactly.
Not the store brand, the real stuff.
Straight off the mountain.
I wonder how long he would have the money for if he won.
Oh, he managed to piss it away in a few years somehow.
Oh, I can imagine what the Gravy Dome would turn into. No, yeah, he would piss it away within, I would say, 2 years. I mean, he'd be having
300 million is a lot to piss away. I mean, that's after
you're forgetting Von Helton has the master plan.
Yeah, don't underestimate.
He's going to sue one troll.
Those lawyers.
He's going to use that money to sue the next troll and the next troll, and before you know it, he's going to be a billionaire. He's going to be the next Donald Trump. He's going to be building trailer parks for days.
And the family's going to say, "Vaughn, move away from there."
Personally, myself, I am shaking in my boots with just that thought, folks. I mean, seriously, I am really. I'm nervous, and I know you guys are too. It's just the whole idea that if Stinky wins this money, we're fucked. He's going to get his wish, and we're all going to hell cell.
I mean, that's the most mind-blowing thing, and I've always said it is, you have we all have those dreams of what you would do to win the lottery, and the son of a bitch stands there and overtly just blurts out, "I'm going to blow it all, suing the trolls till they're in prison." And I imagine he would too. I'd love to be that lawyer.
Trolls over the internet.
I'm going to do a lot of things, but I'm going to have one.
Oh yeah,
party. I mean, it's
he's going to sue.
He's literally going to use his entire lotto winnings to sue all the trolls on the internet who have ever laughed at him.
That is like a dancing level lawsuit that's never going to fucking work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but the lawyers are going to take that shit on. They'll be like, "You won the lottery, and you want to sue these trolls? Come beating that fucking door down."
If he's got money, there is a lawyer somewhere that'll take his fucking case and do their best to, I mean, better watch it, Charlie. I mean,
Well, I already told you, Grampy, my cousin's the warden. It'll be like the dinner scene in Goodfellas.
No, I get it. We're gonna eat good. It's not that. It's just I don't know. It might be coming to fruition. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe things are aligning. Maybe this is when Stinky's gonna actually win. We don't know. My fingers are crossed. I'm too old to go to Hell Cell. I don't want to go to Hell Cell.
Most people, they think they win the lottery, going to buy my parents a nice house, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Buy myself a nice car, maybe go on holiday, donate some money to charity. Von Helton, suing them fucking trolls.
I'm going to spend
fucking trolls.
I would spend about the first month just going, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do a whole bunch of dumb, weird shit and go some places and just blow off some fucking steam. And then I'll think about what I want to do with the rest of it after about a month. Just because I'm not very responsible.
I told my kids the first thing I would do would be set them all up. All right. Contact a lawyer, and then I'd tell my kids I'll see you in about 3-4 months.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd fly to a country, and I would land in that airport, stay there for about a month, maybe go over to Scotland and visit Mark, and I would go to an airport and go, where the fuck do I want to go now? And
Yeah.
stop a stranger. Where should I go? Okay, that's where I'm going.
Go to Hilton's house.
That would be
You
so.
know. Hey, this is how stupid this fucking guy
There
is.
has to be a pilgrimage one day. There really does. I mean,
Hey, this is how
an armored
stupid.
fucking APV.
This is how stupid Hilton is. If he bought 100 million tickets, the odds would still be 80 million to 1.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, nobody's gonna
but,
actually win
he's
the
got
lottery, like
he's got the gods on his side.
trying to win.
You know, I mean, can't win if you can't. You know.
Yeah, no, it's a luck. It's completely luck based, and even at that, it's shoddy at best. Nobody's winning the fucking lottery.
You
Except for the
don't
one
believe it.
motherfucker who does.
actually, I know a guy who did.
Hans gods will say
He won
something.
36 million. That was it.
I don't know.
Well,
people always
fellas,
say,
hey, Grampy Daughter Jay just got home, so it's time to head down to
okay,
the social
tell her
forum.
we said hi, send loves.
I
all
sure
that
will.
stuff. You
It's
have
been a
fun.
blast. It's been like old homeschool week.
It's been.
no.
We've had fun.
Take it
See y'all
easy, buddy.
later.
We're not
Yeah.
done yet, motherfuckers. Somehow.
All right.
So, Mud, what's going on in your neck of the woods?
Nothing much. I've been fucking off, working on my vehicles a little bit.
What was that video you posted on Facebook? Something about I don't know. Somebody did something, and you said that's why you love Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, a guy got busted for his 18th DWI.
Wow.
Hit a transformer pole, took out power for about 5,000 people in Green Bay.
Wow.
Fucking heroes, man. If you're gonna do it right. If you're gonna do it, go all the way, folks. I mean, fuck. Oh God, when I read that, I was like, oh shit. We had something like that happen last year. It was like we heard it was, I don't know, it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and all of a sudden there was like you could hear like 5 pops outside. Some people thought it was gunshots, and like literally everybody's power went out. People started, like we're outside, some dickhead, I don't know, went around the corner too fast and hit the transformer full, and we were fucked for,
Yeah.
It's always one.
I'm going to go, so I'll catch you later.
Well, thank
See you
you
later,
so
Mark.
much for coming. I mean,
Thanks for having me.
gosh darn it.
Take care, buddy.
What
All right.
haven't we talked about tonight? We've talked about COVID and conspiracies and, things and politics. And oh my God, I am so glad I'm high for this, folks, because I don't know. Tonic. What part of the country, where parts, I mean, where do you hail from, basically?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Kansas.
Kansas State? You a Jayhawks
yeah.
fan?
No, but I know many people who are. It's a big thing in my, for instance, the small town that I live in, it can literally fluctuate entire businesses based on the fact that if there's a game, if they won or not, all kinds of things. Like restaurants can completely make thousands of dollars in one night based off of one game.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I was, but because when you think of Kansas, it's like it's not really. You got Kansas.
It's basketball. It's literally okay. Yeah. Until the Royals won the World Series, nobody gave a fuck about the Royals.
Yeah, well, that's Missouri.
But fucking Jayhawks, dude. Like, there are so many people that like you wouldn't even think. They don't even look like people that would be into fucking sports or even give a fuck. Yeah. But sure enough, they're like, oh no, I'm a Jayhawks fan. I'm a fucking Jayhawk. And it's just like, oh God, no. You're a craft beer sipping fucking hippie ass Antifa fuck who just pretends to like sports because it's popular. Yeah, like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I remember when I lived in Oregon, Southern Oregon, which is very laid back, very rural, very country, small townish and stuff. But when they had Oregon State every year, and people that for the most part you didn't hear a lot of sports talk because it was high school sports and I was but it just when Oregon State would play every year the what they call the Civil War in Oregon, which is up north a bit, you would get people that you would swear were the biggest for one day, for 1 week out of every year. Somebody is like the biggest fan of the world. You see orange and black for the Oregon Beavers. You see gold and green for the Ducks. And then after that game's over, it's like nobody gives a shit about it for like another year.
Nope. No, it was fucking laughable when all the fucking hipster fucks in my town were all about soccer for like fucking 2 weeks. Because America was in full discretion here. I don't give a fuck about sports. I could not give a two shit or fuck about sports. I play video games and just listen to shitty electronic music. So I mean, it's null and void to me. However, just
at least you admit your music sucks. I mean.
Oh yeah, no, I'm more than well aware of that. I enjoy it. It's not meant for you to enjoy.
No, yeah, I get it.
But yeah, everybody was into soccer, and everybody was they bought these fucking $80-$90 fucking soccer jerseys to wear them for 2 weeks, and then fucking donezo. Nobody gives a fuck about soccer.
Yeah, I mean, they're in certain parts of the country, it's a big thing, but in a lot of the country, it's just not like up in Oregon, Portland, Oregon area, Seattle, certain cities, it's big, and I get it, but just like in other sports, it doesn't equate to like literally everywhere. I like soccer, like when it's World Cup season. Like if I watch it, I want the game to like mean something, while I'm cheering for a team that I really don't give a shit about. Well,
I mean, when it comes to sport, I wouldn't say I hate all sports. Okay, my friend Gigi Allen showed me a really awesome sport called death diving. Now, already the name kind of makes it sound badass, but even more than that, it's
or
fucking
dangerous.
hot chicks diving from extreme heights.
Hot chick diving?
Yes. Like, I grab you, look this the fuck up. It's literally just fucking hot chicks diving into pools.
Wow.
I know.
Like beach volleyball.
I would watch that all fucking day. Or women's volleyball. I love the shit out of that.
Oh, yeah. That's
Hey, everybody. I got to go.
Lardo, thanks for coming in, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. No problem. Thank you.
Till next time, we'll see you later.
Yeah. Mud, see you later. Tonic, later. And as they say in Toronto, I am oot.
Oot. We'll get oot.
Later.
Bye. He's oot. No, I was just wondering. Kansas. Oh God, that's gotta suck. Oh,
yeah, no, it's pretty shitty. There's pretty much nothing to do out here except for skydiving, which I don't really have the money to. That's kind of fucking cool. I would love to do that. I know my friend, he does that kind of shit, and he was trying to get me to do it because apparently if you go in pairs, it's cheaper. So I'm working on just like getting some time off and doing that.
I am not an adrenaline junkie. I have never thought, oh, bungee jumping would be fun. I've never thought, oh, skydiving might be a fun thing to do. I am not an adrenaline junkie. I've never, it's like, nope, that's okay. Some people can do it if they want, there's that off chance that rubber band's going to snap, I would be the one. See, I don't like being scared. I don't like that, I don't know. I can find adrenaline, other than like risking my life and hoping a rubber band doesn't break or a parachute like opens, which most of the time they do. But there's always that time they don't. I would be that guy. You know what I mean? And I don't know. That's just my thing. Plus, I don't like being scared like that. You know, I'm gonna have a problem later in life, like probably like peeing with incontinence. I don't want anything like that to like hasten that process. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
Being
totally
scared like
get where
that.
you're coming from.
Like when it happens, you get so scared. You know. So I've never been a big fan of like just purposely like getting the shit scared out of me or getting that you know. So
I don't know. I've always had those dreams where, like, you're falling or whatever, and I'm like, fuck, man, it'd be actually cool to do the real deal and actually follow up on that.
no, I have no, yeah. I repelled off of a hill one time, and that scared the shit out of me enough where I was like, okay, I did it because I had to. It got me through a course, but it's like something I'm like I never want to do again because I came really that close to just it. I just didn't like it, you know. So if I can avoid it, you know, if I can avoid like not being myself, like voluntarily or involuntarily, which is probably what would happen. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like getting that rush like that. You know.
I guess maybe because I've never had like a near death experience at all. Like maybe that's why I kind of like want to at least try something more along those lines.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people, even people that are older than me. They got that bucket list that they want to go skydiving or what. And you see videos of like 80-year-old people, you know, getting help. You know, I don't have, never have. I've never been a thrill junkie. I've never, you know, people go, "Would it be great to like," you know, I was like, nah, no, I'll, you know, I don't really have a lead foot when I drive either, folks. You know, I like to go a little bit fast, but I don't like to like put people's lives in risk.
Oh, I
You know,
get freaked
I'm
out
just,
in cars easily.
yeah,
Like when it comes to fast driving.
I'm a safe person. You know, I try to, you know, I don't like to get scared. Mud does. He lives in Wisconsin. He deals with crazy people on a daily basis, man.
Oh yeah, you know, but after a while you get used to it.
I remember living in an area where I was watching a documentary earlier today about the state of Oregon, different areas where there was like literally hundreds of unsolved missing persons throughout the state, you know, over the years and stuff. And they were going through a couple of campgrounds that I've been to before and certain areas that I was familiar, and I was like, oh wow, that's
Yeah. Well, I gotta go haul some wood in.
well, I'm gonna end.
half-ass useful, so I'm gonna.
Well, I'm trying my best, Mud, to be, you know, I had 1,000 subs briefly yesterday, and I was really excited. And then all my crazy day happened and shit. Then I went to 988, and I'm back up to 990. And I'm just trying to get Grampy Lobster's channel up to 1,000. You know, and I'm trying to.
Oh, that happens to my shit all the time. I had like, what was it, 558? Now I'm down to 547. I mean, that shit just happens.
I know, but it was a dream of mine, you know, to get back to 1,000. It's taken a couple of years, almost 3 years, and it's been a dream, you know, and it's a bucket list thing, you know. And I was there, and then boom, they took it away from me and everything. And but I got my Geek Sluts T-shirt, you know, which makes life better right now. One of those merchandise things that you can buy and you walk around town and people go, what the fuck is a geek slut? You know, and you know, but far be it from me to be a person that likes to stick out in the crowd, you know. So anyway, Mud, you go do your like regular world stuff and everything. And things, and I still have to finish watching that other video you did. I get really high and I kind of like start watching things and I go back, but I'm going to finish watching it, I promise.
Okay.
But thanks for coming in, Mud. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll see you next time around. Maybe I'll.
I hope so. And there's 12 people still watching this, folks. Vertigo is, oh God. Vertigo. Yeah.
I'm too stupid to know what vertigo is. I think it's a condition where you feel like you're always falling.
Yeah. Well, I look up and I get dizzy. I don't do heights. I get dizzy really quick. Uh, that's the way it was explained to me. Like if I look up, like I live on a third floor. If I look straight out, I'm fine, right? But if I look straight up, I get dizzy as fuck, and I need to sit down or stop or just like put my head back down. That's basically, in a nutshell, kind of the way it was explained to me. I get dizzy. It's weird. You get dizzy. Things get kind of, so I have to be careful. But full disclosure, folks. Anyway, I don't do heights at all. But anyway, Tonic the Fox. I'm gonna end this.
Okay, man.
I've had fun. You have a channel. You wanna throw anything out there before we get into this?
Yeah. I'm actually gonna be gaming here in a minute. Yeah, let me go ahead and throw that out there. Today we're playing Doom 64, so that should be fun. But yeah, go ahead and throw that. I'll throw that in private chat right there. They can sub to that.
Okay. Anyway, thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. Folks, this is Grampy Lobster. We've had fun. I've had 4 beers today, folks. First thing I've drank probably in, it's been close to 2 years, but we had fun. We've had our little we've had a lot of fun today, folks. We've talked about a lot of things. We've had a lot of fun. Please, folks, Grampy Lobster. We need to get we need to get that channel up to over 1,000, folks. We need to do it now. We need give an old man a break, folks. It's a bucket list thing. I'm old as fuck, right? Very simple things in life make me happy, folks, right? And one of the things that'll make me happiest right now is to get over that 1,000 sub plateau, right? And find a producer, somebody who's willing to deal with Grampy Lobster and maybe have some fun, maybe go for a ride. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm gonna I'm gonna find out what I've been missing in the last I was on with a couple hours with Jay Stevio and excuse me, been doing this for a little over 2 hours. So we're gonna hit the real world thing and sub to Tonic. I'm on and not on that side. I didn't get a chance to but we're a few away, folks. We're getting there, and like I said, Fun Brigade lives forever, folks. So I'm gonna probably I'm gonna have some fun. I'm gonna go enjoy the new couch and talk to the wife for a bit and have some good time. And hopefully you have a great day, folks. This is Grampy Lobster sporting my Geek Slut t-shirt. Like I said, one more time, folks, Geek Slut t-shirt, right? I got my brand, Billy, Frankie. I got my Geek Slut t-shirt. I told you I would do it. So anyway, you guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for helping, like entertaining me, helping me entertain myself and entertaining myself. Hopefully we're entertaining you. So anyway, subscribe. We've got Patreon, folks. We've got PayPal, right? Folks, keep Grampy Lobster and chocolate. Grampy Lobster is more fun. It's more entertaining, folks, because, and anyway, we got PayPal, folks. We've got Adam's hopefully going to put the links in there because once I'm kind of running out of steam, folks. And besides all the links and everything, I really if there was one thing that I could ask for, if there was one thing that I could wish for in this world, if there was one, I'm sorry, before I end, this has been asked to me on so many occasions. If I had one wish, in the world, what would it be? And that's a big responsibility, folks. That's asking a lot. And I after a lot of thinking, a lot of reflection, if you will, I finally, if I had one wish in the world, folks, it would be that every one of you, everybody out there, everybody on the internet would find it in their hearts to subscribe to Jello Shots on Twitter and follow him on Instagram. Folks, Jello Shots needs the love. Folks, this is Crappy Lobster. Thanks for watching. It's been fun. We try to have as much fun on New Liver. I don't know. But 2 hours and 15 minutes, 12 people watching. Thanks a lot, folks. You are at work. Oh, man. Well, anyway, folks, if you'd like to, we've got links in the Discord. If you'd like to donate to Grampy Lobster, feel sorry for an old man. Keep him in chocolate. Help keep Grampy Lobster stoned. Whatever your fucking reason. Blame it on the chicken salad fund. Doesn't matter. Or Patreon. Or if you want to buy some exclusive folks, we've been selling those Grampy Lobster pictures. Have been flying off the fucking shelves, folks. Get yourself some Grampy. Folks, help support Grampy Lobster, right? I'm an old man. I'm pathetic. I've got nothing to offer except for this, folks. And hopefully you find it entertaining as much as I find it entertaining bringing it to you. So, yeah. Didn't I say I was going to leave? So you guys have a good day, and we'll talk to you later.